Hello class, myself Ritesh Jain and I am again ready to taking the another topic related to chemistry, that is uncertainty in measurement. Very important topic, uncertainty in measurement. Understand what is the uncertainty in measurement. There will be the many toughest calculation in both physics, in all subject, your physics, chemistry and math. There are very toughest calculation and there can be error on uncertainty in calculation. So how can we minimize the error? How can we minimize the error? Okay, there can be error only point plus minus 1. There can be error in point plus minus 1 but not more than. Okay, if you do the higher calculation, your number will be cut it. Okay, there can be error, something error in point plus minus 1, but your answer should be in precision or accurate. Your answer should be precision or accurate. What is the precision value and what is the accurate value? The precision value is the nearest value of exact value or true value, and the accurate value is the value or the answer or the calculation of not near. It is the answer or the calculation. The accurate value is the value that is similar to the true value. Okay, what is the precision value and what is the accurate value? I am giving an example. By example I will teach you what is the precision value and what is the accurate value. Okay, so let's understand. A thing, the mass of that thing is 2 gram. I am giving this thing to 3 students A, B and C to calculate the mass of this thing. The true or the real mass of that thing is 2 gram. This is the true value. Okay, this is the true value that I know very well. I am giving this thing to 3 students A, B and C to measure. Okay, first of all, A measure first time and he find the measurement of this 1.93 gram. Second time he find 1.95 gram and third time he find 2.01 gram, and he tell me that the mass of this thing is 2.01 gram. This is the measurement by A. Okay, now about the B. B measured this thing and he finds the mass of this thing first time 1.95 gram, second time he finds 1.97 gram, okay, and third time he finds 2 gram. So he tell me, sir, the mass of this thing is 2 gram. Okay, now about the C. He measured this thing, the mass of this thing, first time 1.91 gram, second time 1.92 gram and third time 1.93 gram, and he tell me the answer 1.93 gram. He tell me that, sir, the mass of this thing is 1.93 gram. Okay, now we discuss all of these 3 values. The true value for this thing is 2 gram. And A tell me the mass of that thing 2.01 gram. It is the nearest value. It is the nearest value of a true value. So this value will be known as precision. This value will be known as precision and your answer will be correct. There is no confusion. There may be error in point plus minus 1. Okay. B tell me the mass of that thing is 2 gram. It is the equal value of true value. So this will be known as the accurate value. Your answer should be precision or accurate. This is the perfect or correct answer. Your answer should be precise or accurate, but there will be no more difference. Okay. C tell me the mass of that thing 1.93 gram. It is very far from true value. So this is not precise and not accurate. So this will be the wrong answer of that question. Okay. So there may be some error in any calculation. There may be uncertainty, but your answer should be in precision or accurate. There may be error in indefinite number, but not be error in definite number. Now you will ask me, what is the definite number and what is the indefinite number? What is the difference between definite number and indefinite number? Okay, the number that present before the decimal, before the point, is known as the definite number. Suppose a result of any question is 16.23. This is the definite number, and in the last is the indefinite number. Okay. Error can be in indefinite number but not in definite number. If you will give the answer, if you will take the error, and there may be the error. If there will be the error in definite number, your answer is 15.28. So your answer is wrong. Okay, because here error in definite number. Okay, error not be must in definite number. Error can be in indefinite number. If your answer is 16.24, there error in indefinite number. So there is no value of it. Your answer, this is also right and this is also right, but this is not right, because in this here error in definite number, that is wrong. Okay. So you will tell me, sir, how can we minimize the error? What is the formula by which we can minimize the error? So scientists gave two methods to minimize the error. First is scientific notation and second is significant figure. So first understand the scientific notation. What is the scientific notation? Okay, and these are used to minimize the error. Okay, first is scientific notation. What is scientific notation? How can we write any number into the scientific notation? See carefully. Chemical substance. All the chemical substance have very low mass, but there are a large amount of atom present in it. Suppose in 2 gram hydrogen, the mass of hydrogen is 2 gram, not more. The chemical substance has very low mass but in larger amount of atoms. Okay, so 2 gram is the mass of hydrogen. Okay, 2 gram is the mass of hydrogen. The mass is very little, but in 2 gram hydrogen there are 6622, and now calculate 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 and 20. 2 gram hydrogen has these number of atoms. Only 2 gram hydrogen. Very interesting. Okay, now I am giving to you how many atoms present in 10.5 gram hydrogen, and if you will do the calculation by this number, then there will be the possibility to wrong the answer, or there will be the possibility to error. In this large number, the uncertainty in measurement can be possible. Okay, but by using the scientific notation we can minimize the error. You will ask me, sir, how can we minimize this number? We can easily minimize this number. First, you write the first number definite, first number I am taking the definite, and all these number are the indefinite. So write here the decimal, then 6 to calculate the number. I am writing here 10 to the power 23. This is the scientific notation for this number. Okay, so can I write 2 gram hydrogen has 6.622 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. Okay, and by using this number, this is the scientific notation for this. By using this number, we can calculate easily all the numbers. Okay, so by writing the scientific notation by this number, the error will be minimized. Okay, this is the method to write anything in scientific notation. Okay, but in scientific notation, how can we do the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division? Okay, so let's understand carefully. First, I am giving to you equation, the addition and subtraction. 2.1 into 10 to the power 15 plus 3.1 into 10 to the power 15. In addition and subtraction, the power of 10 should be equal. Okay, we can do this question easily because these are written in scientific notation. So there will be no error. Okay, the answer of that question, I can write it in millisecond. What will be the answer for this question? 5.2 into 10 to the power 15. This is the answer. Because I have already write it into scientific notation. If I will not write it in scientific notation, there will be the number of 0. How many number? 15. Here also 15. There will be take that more time, and there can be error. There can be error. But I have already write in scientific notation. Okay. Now another I am giving to the substitution. 3.2 into 10 to the power 14 minus 2.1 into 10 to the power 14. Okay, so what will be the answer for this question? The answer will be 1.1 into 10 to the power 14. Okay, correct, no problem, and there is no error. Okay, now how can we do the multiplication? 2.0 into 10 to the power 13 into 4.0 into 10 to the power 15. In multiplication, the power of 10 will be added. Okay, so the answer for this question, add 0.0 into 10 to the power 20. This is the answer for this question. Division, I am giving to equation 4.0 into 10 to the power 15 divided it 2.0 into 10 to the power 13. In division, the power of 10 will be minus. So what will be the answer for that question? Answer will be 2.0 into 10 to the power 2. This is the answer for this question. So by writing the scientific notation, we can minimize the error. Okay, or in any calculation, I have already told to you, there may be any error in point plus minus 1, but your answer should be in precision or accurate. Okay, so this is the first method, scientific notation, to minimize the error. Okay, to minimize the uncertainty of a measurement. Okay, understand? The another method that is very important, and you will see the question in half yearly and yearly in both RBSE and CBSE in 11th class, that is scientific figure or scientific number. I can also say it scientific number. So what is the scientific figure? Okay, scientific figure, the numbers by which we can easily minimize the error. Okay. What is the significant figure and how can we calculate the significant figure? That is very important. Okay, so let's understand. There are some rules to find the significant figure. I'm writing here the rules. First rule. Rule number first. I'm writing here. All the non-zero number are the significant number or significant figure. I'm writing here all the non-zero number are the significant number or significant figure. Okay, I'm asking to you in 1, 3, 2, 1. How many significant figure is here? 4. These all are non-zero number. Here 0 is not present. Okay, so here significant number is 4. Okay, 3.2873. Here significant number is 5. See, 3.2873, there is non-zero number. All the non-zero number is the significant number. So here the significant number is 5. Okay, 0.3287, here significant number is 4. Any problem? No problem. Okay, so this is the first rule to find out the significant figure. Okay, let's understand about the second rule. The zero present between non-zero number is also included in the significant figure. I'm writing here 0 present between non-zero number is also included in significant number. Okay, suppose 101, here 0 present between two non-zero numbers, so it will also be included in significant figure. Here significant figure is 3. 1.0025, here significant number is 5. Okay, 10201, here significant figure is 5. So 0 present between non-zero number is also included in significant number. Okay, rule number third. The 0 present before non-zero number is not included in significant figure. That's very important. 0 present between non-zero number are not included in significant figure. Okay, I'm giving to the example for this. 0, 0, 2, 5. Here are the 0 that present before non-zero number, and here are you seeing any non-zero number? No. So these 0 will not be included in significant figure. Here significant figure will be 2. Okay, here significant figure will be 2. 0.023. Here significant figure will also be 2. So 0 present before non-zero number will not be included in significant figure. Okay, now I'm writing here the fourth rule. Rule number 4. Rule number 4. So understand about the rule number 4. Rule number 4 is that there is any zero after non-zero number and there is no decimal or no point, then that zero will also be not included in significant figure. Okay, let understand, I'm writing here 0 present plus nt means present, or I'm writing here present, present after non-zero number and there is no decimal, then 0 is not included, 0 is not included in significant figure. Okay, for example, in 1000, here this is the non-zero number, there are 0 present after the non-zero number but there is no decimal, so these 0 will not be counted in significant figure. Here significant figure is only 1. You ask me, sir, why here 0 not be counted? Because in scientific notation, can't it write 1 into 10 to the power 3? Can I write it? In scientific notation, 1 into 10 to the power 3. So here the significant figure is only 1. Into 200, there will be significant figure only 2. There is no decimal. So the 0 present after the non-zero number will not be included in significant figure. Okay, so first take the screenshot for these 4 rules, then I will tell you the rule number 5 and 6. Okay, so first you take the screenshot for this. Okay, then I'm writing here the rule number 5. ये सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर है, सॉरी. Rule number 5. What is the rule number 5? The 0 present after non-zero number and there is any decimal, then 0 will be included in significant figure. Okay, the 0 present after non-zero number and there is decimal, then 0 will included in significant figure. ओके, सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर. पहले मैंने साइंटिफिक फिगर लिख दिया था. साइंटिफिक फिगर एक ही बात है ये भी. तो सो आई एम राइटिंग हियर द एग्जांपल 100. हियर द सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर इज ओनली 1 बट आई एम राइटिंग हियर द डेसिमल. सो what will be the significant figure is here? The significant figure is here 3. 0 will be included. Okay, 100.0. So here significant figure is 4. That's very important topic. Okay, and very important point, rule number 5. But the rule number 6 is also very important. Okay, in any counting, the significant figure will be infinite. Okay, in counting the significant figure will infinite. Okay, understand? In table of 2, it means it is the counting. Okay, the significant figure will be infinity. I'm asking to you, what will be the significant figure in 2 pen? 2 pen means it is the counting of pen. 2 pen, it means it is the counting of pen. So the significant figure is also here infinity. I'm writing here 10 books. 10 books, it means it is the counting of books. So here significant figure will be infinite. So these are the rules to calculate the significant figure, and today I have already told to you the uncertainty in measurement. In uncertainty measurement, by doing any calculation, your result should be in precision or accurate. To minimize the error, we can use the scientific notation or significant figure. By using the significant figure and scientific notation, we can minimize the error. Okay, in next video I will tell you some examples related to significant figure. Okay, then I will tell you how can we minimize the significant figure in next video. Okay, so keep watching the video. Thank you so much.